Okay, folks, so today we're going to check out Walmart's toy action figures section because I heard they have hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of action figures. And Walmart is one of the biggest toy stores, I guess you could say. I mean, there's no more Toys R Us or Kitty City or KB Toys. So there's pretty much Walmart and Target. So look, this whole aisle on the side is all action figures. And we start off with Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic Prime Time, The Adventures of Sonic. And I admit, I have been getting into the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons lately, especially the one with Princess Sally and the robot rabbit. Really cool cartoons. And look, we got all the characters. That looks like character from Sonic Underground. But I always liked Sonic. He was more in the 90s, even though I'm more of the 80s. But this is a great start from Walmart with all these cool Sonic the Hedgehog cartoonies. And you got Sonic and all his buddies. Anybody else a big Sonic fan? Doesn't compare to Super Mario Brothers, don't get me wrong. And there's Power Rangers. I have seen that cartoon more recently, but I'm not a huge fan of it. And here we go. This is actually, there we go. We got a few of the creatures from Sonic Prime Time. That's a nice little box set. I like it. So what else do we have? Got little monkeys. Monkeys are always a good time. They're all silly. There we go, Princess. We got the Zelda characters. There's the princess and there's Link. So look at that. We're busting out with the Sonic and the Nintendo. And what's going to be next? Super Mario Brothers. We got Toad and we got all the Mario and Luigi characters. And I do admit, I do love the Super Mario Brothers Super Show. The one with Captain Albano when they had special appearances by Roddy Piper and all the 80s, I don't know, TV stars. Cyndi Lauper. So these actually are pretty cool Super Mario Brothers figures. I like it. Even got Lenny and the Toad and Goompa Loompa. And there's the Mad Wizard Toad. Prices aren't too bad, $10. Not too bad. Up there's the evil, scary plant. It's got the sharp teeth. There's the Goompa, not looking too happy. What's up, Goompa? Ah, look at this. This is actually pretty cool. I love these little toy sets that they have. You know, he's got all the different little pieces from the video game. $20. Wow, now we got a Super Goompa. That's not Goompa, it's Bowser. Wowza. Playing the piano. I didn't know he played the piano. For $40, you can have Bowser play the piano. And what else do we see? What else do we know? Not too familiar with these figures. See, we got more stuff on the top shelf, or we got some overstock. Ah, and there's Yoshi. That's where Yoshi was hiding. Yoshi's always a good, happy dinosaur. I'm in the dinosaurs. Hey, now one Super Mario Brothers cartoon I recently saw, they have the caveman and the dinosaurs, and that's actually a pretty cool cartoon. Got Bowser always trying to trick the cavemen. He was at the circus in the one episode. He's making the burgers in the other episode, turned them into dinosaurs. But I always loved the 80s and early 90s cartoons. See some other stuff we have. It's just the Dragon Ball. Never got into Dragon Ball, never got into Pods, never got into Power Rangers. But that stuff's cool if that's what you're into. Nothing wrong with that. As long as it makes you happy and enjoy life, why not? But I did always like the WWF action figures back in the day. We got some newer ones. Cody Rhodes. Not a huge fan of him. He got famous because of the last name, apparently. But the kids love him nowadays, even though in AEW they didn't love him. But they love him in WWE. We got some squeezy, stretchy figures. Not Stretch Armstrong or Gumby. Gumby was pretty cool. And we got more. We got a little wrestling. Got a little wrestling bell with the ring. That's kind of neat. 26 sounds. Is that what it said? I don't know. But I always remember the classic wrestling ring. I never really got into figures, to be honest with you, when I was younger. Oh, there's Roddy Piper, though, one of my favorite wrestlers, along with Macho Man Randy Savage. Oh, yeah! And I liked Razor Ramon, Scott Hall. But yeah, I never really bought action figures, never bought G.I. Joes. I loved me some Transformers. That's a fact. But never really got into action figures too much. But it's cool. They have a lot of WWF stuff, even some belts. There we got Rey Mysterio's son. I think Rico Mysterio. That's what they should have called him. All these little rings are pretty cool. Brock Lesnar, he was pretty good. And Seth Rollins, I do like him. I do watch AEW wrestling. I like the Dr. Britt Baker over there. Of course, Jericho's still great. And there we got the Rock's family. He's making them famous again. Although Rocky Johnson was a great wrestler in the 70s. I did like The Rock and Stone Cold. And we got the classic superstars like Doink. And there's Hulk Hogan. There we go. That's pretty cool. It looks like the old AWA Hulk Hogan. The Thunder Lips Hulk Hogan. That looks pretty cool. Well, let me tell you something, brother. It's pretty cool. So we're doing it old school. Nose to nose, toes to toe. On the Andre would be cool too. How do they only have Hogan, Andre, and Doink? That's a weird variety with Doink. He wasn't really on their level. Can we find an Andre? All Hogans, but Hogans are definitely cool. I mean, they must have just stocked these. Would figure Hogan's would be sold out. There's a Brock and Bobby Lashley. There's Edge. He went over to AWA. He made an impact. Also Daniel Bryant. He was always pretty good. He's AWA. AWA has grown a lot. And I admit, when I had cable, I did watch AEW. Now I'm getting all the brands messed up. AEW regularly. And I even liked NWA when it was on YouTube. You know, they even brought back Scott Steiner at some point in the Rock and Roll Express with Billy Corgan from Smashing Pumpkins. I always liked Smashing Pumpkins. There's Billy Gunn. He's doing really good over there. Still Billy Badass, big guy. He's got his sons over there. Oh, we got some more Sonic. Pretty cool. We do got a rabbit, although it's not Bunny Rabbit. But more Sonic figures. Sonic, where's Tails? Tails is pretty cool. Born with two tails. That's got to be interesting. There's the bad guy with the flags and the signs and the checkpoints you got to run back. There's a little BB-8 action, some Star Wars, the Bounty Collection. These are pretty cool, kind of neat. There's Baby Yoda. I did like the Solo movie. That was a good Star Wars movie. Didn't love the other ones, but what can you do? Obviously, the originals were awesome, 70s and 80s. We got lots of Star Wars, it's looking like. Oh, wow, look at that. Now we got the classic Empire Strikes Back. What do they call those? The AT, AKs. Oh, look at these mini figures with the mini bike. This is actually pretty neat, guys. I like the mini figures and the mini bike with the big set. $60. That's not bad for a Christmas present. Well, now it's probably like a birthday present for most. And it makes the noises. The lightsabers in the front. That's pretty neat. We got all the classic fighters and figures. This is pretty cool, actually. See, everything retro is cool, and everything retro has been in. I mean, this is what people want. I mean, this is what people enjoy, the 80s nostalgia. I mean, that's also why I kind of created this channel, and I've been doing more video games and toys. Just good times, good memories, when life was good. Here we go, and we got the bad fighter ships. Is that Darth Vader? No, it's not Darth Vader. Darth Vader had his own cool ship, though. He did have one of those. He flew one of those. Look at that. Now they got the classic-looking Star Wars action figures. I mean, that's how the cards looked, although I don't really know those characters. I think they're from, like, Attack of the Clones or the Clone movies. There we go. That's a classic figure. I remember him. He was kind of the ringleader at Jabba's hut in Return of the Jedi. They had the cool band. And we got an Ewok. And there's Chewie. Pretty good selection. So I am really impressed with Walmart, guys. You guys know Walmart is fully loaded on all the action figures. There we got some different kind of droids. That's neat. We got Choppa. What's up, Choppa? Liking all... I don't even... His eyes light up. Nice. Pretty cool, chomps. I always did like robots, just in general. And we got some Batmobiles. Batman's good. I've been liking Batman since The Dark Knight. Otherwise, The Flash was always my favorite DC character. Pretty cool TV series, too. If you didn't watch The Flash, that's a good series. I used to collect the comics back in the day. There we go. There's Darth Vader hanging out with the stormtroopers. You got some baby Yodas. So see, Walmart really is turning this into a miniature toy store. There's the Superpowers action figures. The Justice League, great classic cartoon. Wouldn't mind watching that right about now. Right about now. Dinosaurs, nice. Do you believe in dinosaurs? Let me know in the comments section, yes or no. Hard to believe they were all over the world. It would take hundreds of us with crossbows and spears to battle them and having to hide in caves. What happened to the dinosaurs, guys? Where'd they go? How come Jurassic Park didn't use real dinosaurs? How come the union, SAG, didn't step in and say, I want animal rights. I want real dinosaurs on set. Chris Pratt should have ran that, but I don't know. Maybe it was cheaper to make robotics. Who knows? But I think all the dinosaurs are just hiding somewhere. And then we got dinosaur transformers. There we go. Combining stuff. Cross-promoting. Got some Spider-Man masks. Spider-Man was always amazing. Always liked Spider-Man. Good guy. Venom was kind of crazy. So now we're getting into the Marvel action figures, which I do like as well. There's the Goblin or the Hobgoblin. And then we got the mystery boxes. They were always pretty cool. It's a mystery. Oh, Rocket Raccoon. I do like that. Guardians of the Galaxy. Star-Lord, Chris Pratt, all that stuff's good. Avengers. Don't love Avengers. If anyone knew about comic books and superheroes back in the day, the Avengers did not compare to the X-Men. No, all their comic books weren't huge, so they had to combine them. And then somehow everything Marvel made turned to gold. So they made a Thor movie, they made a Captain America movie. But X-Men was way bigger, better before that. And we haven't had an X-Men movie in a long time. Wolverine being my favorite X-Men character, probably my favorite superhero, along with Punisher and Bullseye. I did play Bullseye in that Marvel fan film Elektra, the Hand and the Devil, with Daredevil, another awesome character. And there's the Wolverine claws. Here we go. Now we can have the Wolverine claws. That's kind of neat and fun. Do they make noises? Do they light up? Either way, I like it. Actually, they do have that new Wolverine Deadpool movie coming out. Don't love Deadpool, but I do love Wolverine. This is cool. See, now we're getting some X-Men stuff. Like I was saying, X-Men was always on top. When their movies came out, they were huge. And then they went bye-bye, and we got Avengers, everything. Gotta get the X-Men back on top. But look, it's turtle time. Cowabunga! Always love the turtles with their kung fu fighting and pizza eating. We even had the Turtles movies, which were awesome. And the Ninja Rap with Vanilla Ice Ice, baby. So these are pretty cool. Mutant Mayhem series. Just riding skateboards all around New York and Manhattan, just hanging out, turtling up. They were always gnarly and rad. I always loved the classic Turtles. I kind of didn't get into the newer cartoons. They looked a little stiff, if you ask me. Same with the movies, but the original 3 movies were great. Any big Turtles fans? Who's your favorite turtle? That's a good question. Let me know in the comments section who your favorite turtle is. Lots of turtle stuff. I like even a turtle on a pizza. And here was the 90s line. I remember this because I actually have one and they're remaking them. You can see the classic cards. $10. That's not bad at all. See, so Walmart has decent prices. You know, I did some videos on Best Buy after the video games. I did the toys, and the Lego My Ego prices were really up there. But some of these prices are very reasonable for the time we live in. Even Leonardo agrees. Lots of turtles. This is good to see. And we got some Mutant turtle toys. They always had different names, cool names. Oh, and there's the classic turtle truck. All aboard. And they got a pizza launching action. You can launch pizzas from the Turtles van. That's actually pretty cool. So they eat them and they use them as weapons? I'll be flinging out the pepperonis, guys. Those are the ones I want. Then we got some Godzilla vs. Kong. Oh, but we're back to the turtles. So this is neat. All different turtle figures. We got Cowboy Turtle. We got Space Turtle. We got Zorro Turtle. This is the party pack, I'll say. Pretty neat, guys. Oh, and this miniature car. This is actually pretty neat. Wow, it's Turtle Mania here. All these different turtle vehicles and the cars, too. Cowabunga! Raphael. $10 gets you a turtle action figure. I'm down with that. I love the artwork on the cards. They look legit and all the little pieces they come with. There's Wingnut. I don't know who Wingnut is. Alright, so now we're moving on a little bit, seeing what we see. I never got into these figures with all the one eye, the two eye, the three eye. I did like One-Eyed Willie, you know, from Goonies. Great classic movie. Here we go. So now we are getting into the Godzilla and the Kong. Realistic stomping action. So he stomps his foot and he lights up maybe. That'd be pretty cool. Remember watching the classic Godzilla movies. They were always great. I guess now they're battling Kong and Godzilla. That'd be the ultimate team. How could you defeat King Kong and Godzilla? You need the Tin Man in Godzilla, I guess, to start. I forget his name. Godzilla Kong, the new adventure. Wow, what the hell happened to that piece? It looks like it's missing a head or a piece or something. I don't know what's going on there. And we got the big King Kong head. He's supposed to make noises. Don't eat my finger, buddy. I'm just checking on the dentist. Yep, teeth look pretty good, buddy. Move along. $6.25, pretty good price. Is this a mystery Kong? Mystery Godzilla? Who knows what you get? The next Empire. So again, this is a full aisle we went through with it. Oh, geez. Transformers. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I'm liking. Optimus Prime, and he's got a blue doggy. This looks pretty neat. Chain Clua. Is that the doggy's name? Love me some Transformers. They've been around since the 80s, still going strong. This is the Beast Alliance. Oh, so you get a Transformer and a Beast. Pretty cool combination. I like it. Remember we had the original dinosaurs Transformers? There was, I think, 3 to start. Is that right? They were pretty cool. They introduced them in a cartoon. $10. Pretty good, guys. See, Walmart is impressing me. All these action figures, all these toys at Walmart. Who knew? There's Bumblebee. Well, I do think Bumblebee's a little overrated. I mean, they used to have the red Bumblebee. I forget that character's name, but he never got the fame. They were exactly the same punch buggies, but they always went with the yellow Bumblebee to be famous. So I felt bad for the red one. Brawn was another miniature one back then too. You don't see Brawn anymore. But one day I'll probably do a video on all my old Transformers. But look, we got more Prime Time. I haven't seen any of the main baddies though. The Megatron and the Soundwave and the Starscream, because they're all awesome as well. I have to admit, Soundwave is my favorite with the little cassette tapes. And there we, is that Soundwave or a variation? Chest looked a little similar, but I don't think so. That's a pretty cool action figure. Turns into a tank. He tried to make Megatron a tank a little bit. I remember they did that. It wasn't too big on it. Optimus Prime with a lion heart. That's interesting. Lion for the courage. I do like lions. I am Leo the lion. July 26th is my birthday, by the way. Then we got a Boba Fett Mandalorian helmet. Another turtle hanging out there. Getting towards the end, folks. Got some Ghostbusters. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters were cool and classic. There's a cheetah type transformer. Is that what we got maybe? More turtles. So it looks like we got miscellaneous at the end here. Plastic Rubik's Cube. Alright, pretty cool. More Transformers. So what do you think, guys? Let me know in the comments section. What did you like? Were you impressed? And please give my video a thumbs up and subscribe. And make your day a retro day, I always say.